Sure. I'm Tarek Moustafa, technical consultant of iOmniscient. iOmniscient is a technology leader in video analytics with unmatched capability in analysis in the realistic and extremely crowded environment. I will share my screen. Are you able to see my screen now?
Yeah, the screen is visible.
Okay, great. Same as a human who uses his eyes to watch something, use his nose to smell something, use his ear to listen to something. So Omniscient use cameras for video analytic, such as behavior analysis, such as intrusion detection, loitering detection, up to facial recognition, and license plate recognition. iOmniscient also has sound analytic using microphone, such as gunshot detection, glass smashing, people crying, screaming, panic detection, smell analysis using smell analytic sensors to detect any chemical gas leakage, such as alcohol, ammonia gases, and sulfur compound. So today we'll talk about autonomous multisensory artificial intelligence for a smart city using video analytic, sound analytic, and smell analytic. iOmniscient has more than 300 comprehensive use cases to cover all customer requirements from simple intrusion up to facial recognition. What makes iOmniscient solution different than any other solution in the market? First, iOmniscient use low resolution cameras, such as 2 megapixel resolution. System does not require any GPU processor. System work well with CPU processor. Also, system cope well with very crowded and complex environment. And we have more than 70 international patent capability in crowded and complex environment. We also can protect people privacy by pixelating their faces while moving toward the camera. iOmniscient has also automated response system that can reduce the response time by more than 80%. Let me show you a video for that. Assume that a suspect put a bag in the area of interest and move away. So the system will raise an alarm for left object detection after a specific time. This detection time can be few seconds, can be few minutes, according to customer requirement. Then by playing the alarm, system will go back to the event before it happened. Then we will see who put the bag in the area of interest. Then we can enroll the person face in the database and track him across all cameras in the city. So right now, system recognizes the suspect. Then system will show the location of that person over a map after we track him. And send the alarm to nearest first responder to his mobile. So right now, we recognize the suspect. Then we track him. Then we will show the location of that person over a map. Then we also can send the alarm to nearest first responder to his mobile. So the policeman can go directly to the location of that person and catch him. So this automated response system will help a customer to reduce the response time by more than 80%. iOmniscient has also sound analytic. System can detect 30 plus sound, such as gunshot detection, glass smashing, people crying, screaming, panic detection. iOmniscient has also smell analysis. System can detect infinite number of chemical gas leakage, such as alcohol, ammonia gases, sulfur compound, drugs. System can also be trained on any type of gas that you want the system to detect it. iOmniscient has many references around the world, such as Khalifa Tower in Dubai, Santic City in Singapore, Empire State Building in USA, Dubai Mall in UAE, Military Hospital in Indonesia, and many more. By the way, we deployed more than 75 smart cities around the world, including Nagpur Smart City and the Santic City in Singapore. Let me show you some of these use cases that we implemented there. For environmental, first we can detect the garbage in the area of interest. And we can enroll the person that bought the garbage in the area of interest in the database and track him across multiple cameras and send the fine to him. We can also use a smell analytic sensor to detect bad smell, such as sewage smell, water smell. We can also control lighting based on number of visitors and control the electricity based on number of people move in the area of interest. Our accurate people with very high accuracy, even if people move in a group. As you see, there is one green dot over each person's head while he enter or exit from the camera. System count these green dots with very high accuracy, more than 90%. System can also differentiate between people, between trolley, between bags, and count people with very high accuracy. So we can use people counting in order to control lighting based on number of people and to control the air condition based on number of people. So for example, if we know that only 3 people move in the second floor, then we can turn on only one light or 2 spotlight, not all of them. If we know, for example, like 50 people move in that corridor, then we will turn all light in that corridor. We also have smoke fire detection. Our smoke fire detection does not require any smoke to reach a device to raise an alarm. So you know that is a traditional smoke fire device. It requires the smoke to reach it to raise an alarm. However, iOmniscient smoke and the fire does not require any smoke to reach a device to raise an alarm. Based on camera view, system can differentiate between smoke, between cloud, between light, between fire, and it will give you an alarm for smoke and the fire. System can also differentiate between people moving in the area, between dust, and it will raise only alarms for smoke and the fire. We also have facial recognition. Face recognition, our system cope well with crowded, complex environment. It can only require 22 pixels between eyes. Even if people change their look, bottom mustache or beard, and their images in database, without them, system will still be able to recognize them with very high accuracy. Not only face recognition, we also have driver match. First, for face recognition, one camera, we can recognize more than 75 persons in one camera. Even if people talk to each other, talk on phone, system will still be able to recognize them with very high accuracy. Even if people change their look, bottom mustache or beard, and their images are in database without them, system will still be able to recognize them with very high accuracy. This example is for driver match where we are using 2 cameras. One camera to recognize driver face, another camera to recognize his license plate number. We can synchronize one driver with multiple vehicles or one vehicle with multiple drivers. And the accuracy of system is very high. And once the system recognizes the driver face and recognize his license plate number, system can turn on web relay to open the barrier automatically. So we can open the barrier automatically for authorized driver, authorized vehicles. We also have left object detection. Our advantages for left object detection: even if the object is obscured 50% of detection time, system will still be able to detect the bag with very high accuracy. So people can move around the object and hide it. System will still be able to detect it with very high accuracy. And by playing the alarm, system will go back to the event before it happened. Then you will see who put this object in the area of interest. Another example is for gravity and vandalism detection. So if a person draws something on wall or writes something on wall, system will raise an alarm for gravity and vandalism detection. And by playing the alarm, system will go back to the event before it happened. Then you will see the person that did this activity. After that, you can send him a fine. So right now, the person is doing some activity such as write something or draw something on wall. So system will raise an alarm for gravity and vandalism detection. We can also detect illegal parking. So if a vehicle is stopped illegal on the street, system will raise an alarm for illegal parking. So right now, vehicles are moving on the street. There is no alarm. There will be a white van. It will be stopped on the street illegal, and the system will raise an alarm for illegal parking. Because this white van should not supposed to be stopped at the street, because some accident may happen. So if the white van is stopped illegal on the street for a few seconds or a few minutes, system will give you an alarm immediately for illegal parking. We can also trigger another camera for license plate recognition to capture the plate number for that white van. We can also count number of people in and out using normal cameras. So we can use the existing cameras at customer site, and we can count the number of people in and out with good accuracy, more than 90%. System, of course, can differentiate between people, between bag, between light, between shadow, and it will count only people with very high accuracy. We also have dual time application. Dual time, it depends on using two cameras for face recognition. Once the person moves towards the first camera, we can capture his face, save his face with his metadata such as the time of entry. Once he moves again towards the other camera, system will recognize him and record the date and the time for the exit. So there will be two cameras. One camera, for example, at the entrance. Once people move towards it, system can capture their faces and record the date and the time for their entry time. Once they move towards the other camera, system will recognize their faces and record the date and the time. Based on that, system can calculate the time difference between the two cameras. Then system can come to that area. This can be used in retail. This can be used in big stores in order to know how many visitors and how long they spent in that area. Another example, which is a demographic. Demographic can also tell you number of men, number of females, and number of children. How the customer will use this statistic? For example, if you have like a store, you can fix one camera at the corridor to your store. And from that camera, will apply demographic. The system will tell you number of men, number of females, number of children that move with that corridor. And if you know, for example, that 70% of people that move in that corridor are men, then you need to show all related product to mail on the screen in order to attract them to enter your store. So you can put one camera at the corridor to your store. Above it, you will put a small screen. Then system can tell you number of people, number of male, number of females, number of children. Based on it, system can show the related product to them on the screen in order for them to attract them, in order to enter your store, and that will increase the sales. We also have fever check. iOmniscient fever check use thermographic camera. Thermographic camera, it can differentiate between the temperature of people, temperature of any hot object such as hot mug, and it will only raise an alarm if the temperature of people is more than, for example, 37 degrees. We don't require person to stand, for example, at the gate and point a tool in order to check your temperature while you enter from your facility or you enter from the site. No, based on the camera, system can measure the temperature of all people that move toward the set, and it can raise an alarm if any of them has high temperature, more than 37 degrees. Then we can enroll the person that has a fever in the database and track him across multiple cameras and send that alarm to the nearest security guard in order to go to catch him. Also, the system can work 24/7 support. We can also detect sabotage damages to any public facility. We can also detect speeding for the vehicle. If the vehicle moves with high speed, system can raise an alarm for speeding detection. Also detect any abnormal behavior, such as wrong way detection, crowd gathering, sudden gathering. We can also detect flood detection. Total exceed the specific threshold limit, the system can give you an alarm for flood detection. So we can do some marking, for example, on wall or in pool, and if the water level exceeds that mark, the system can raise an alarm for flood detection. Another example, we can also find lost children. Assume that a parent lost his child in the mall. He can go to the reception or the information desk and track him across multiple cameras in order to know that then we can send the child location to the nearest security guard to go directly to catch him. Assume that the parent does not have a photo for his child. Then the information desk will tell him when did he enter from mall. For example, he entered from mall at 9 a.m. from gate number 1. Then the control room will check all archived video from gate number 1 at 9 a.m. in order to know the photo for the child, in order to enroll him in the database to track him across multiple cameras. After we recognize the child, system can send the alarm to the nearest security guard to go directly to catch him, to give him to his parent. We can also use sound analytic and video analytic to detect fighting detection. So if there is a fighting happened in the area of interest, this fighting can be in the street, can be in the prison, system can give you an alarm immediately for fighting detection. And for fighting detection, we are using video analytic plus sound analytic. We also can detect abundant object in very crowded environment, even if the object is obscured 50% of detection time. And we will know who put the object in the area of interest from the alarm. We can play the alarm, go back to the event before it happened, in the area of interest. After that, we can give him a fine. We also have crowd management by number of people. And if number of people inside the area of interest exceeds a specific number, system will raise an alarm for overcrowded. We also have heat map. The area that has high movement will appear with red color, and the area that has middle movement, it will appear with a green and yellow color. And the area that has low movement, it will appear with blue color. This heat map is important for retails, for shopping center, in order to know which area has a crowd at what time. Based on it, they can add more advertisement in order to attract more customers to enhance the sales. iOmniscient has also long list for features for road and traffic, such as accident detection, speeding detection if the vehicle moves with high speed, more than 200 km per hour. System can give you alarm for speeding detection. We can also read number for violated vehicles. We also have red light violation. If the vehicle crosses the street while the traffic signal is red, system will raise an alarm for red light violation detection. Let me show you some of these videos. This video is for speeding detection. If the vehicle moves with high speed, system can give you an alarm for overspeeding. System can also trigger another camera for license plate recognition to capture the plate number for the violated vehicle. Another example. This is for red light violation detection. If the vehicle crosses the street while the traffic signal is red, system will raise an alarm for red light violation detection. iOmniscient has also PPE detection. In order to detect a person if he doesn't wear helmet, or if he doesn't wear a mask, or if he doesn't wear a vest, system can give you an alarm for no helmet or no vest or no mask detection. So for workers, they must wear helmet, they must wear vest in order to protect them. So if some of these workers don't wear helmet, then system can give you an alarm for no helmet detection. If they don't wear vest, also system can give you an alarm for no vest detection. We also have access control. iOmniscient IQ Access use face recognition plus mobile application or face recognition plus QR code in order to give you dual authentication to achieve very high accuracy. How it works? When the person comes first time to work, we can capture his face, save his face with his phone metadata, his mobile, one camera, we can recognize face, and we can extract his phone metadata. Then if there is a match, alarm can be sent to the door to be opened automatically. System can also be interfaced with access control, access card, fingerprint. And the idea of using dual authentication is to achieve very high accuracy. Because someone may steal his colleague card. Have dual authentication, accuracy, can enter. For road and traffic, as we discussed, we have long list for features such as wrong way detection for vehicle, illegal parking if vehicle stopped illegal in the street, driver match when we use two cameras, one camera to recognize driver face and another camera to recognize his license plate number. Once there is a match, alarm can be sent to the barrier to be opened. We also have IcoHook. IcoHook, it can be applied on fixed cameras and it will help the customer to do zoom in on the alarm from fixed camera, not from VTZ camera. So this camera is fixed. Assume that there is a person is doing suspicious activity such as loitering. Is trying to steal something from the vehicle. So system will raise an alarm for loitering. Then by using IcoHook will do zoom in on his face. Then system will compare his face from a live camera against his face on the database. If there is a match, alarm can be sent to the mobile application with the security guard to go directly to catch him. Same time, we can do zoom in on the plate number of the vehicle and capture its plate number and to compare it against the database to raise an alarm if it is on the blacklisted. Our philosophy is to decrease the infrastructure cost by decreasing storage network bandwidth by more than 90%. Our system works well with low resolution cameras. We don't require GPU processor. iOmniscient license plate recognition does not require any loop or sensor to detect the car. System can detect the car, read its plate number, compare its plate number against the database, and there is an alarm if there is a match. System can work with IR camera, can work with white light illuminator camera to detect the plate color. It can read the region name, it can read the governorate, it can read the color of the plate. It can tell you if it is commercial vehicle or police vehicle or taxi or truck. We can also tell you the make and the model of the vehicle. So these are our patent capability. So iOmniscient system cope well with crowded, complex environment, such as tracking people across multiple cameras in a crowd, detect smoke and fire in very crowded environment, detect abundant object in very crowded environment, and many more. We can decrease the number of cameras for the project. We can decrease the infrastructure cost, such as storage and the network bandwidth by more than 90%. iOmniscient sound analytic can detect more than 30 different sounds, such as gunshot detection, fighting detection, people shouting, crying, screaming, panic detection. We also can protect people's privacy by pixelating their faces while moving towards the camera. So this way we can protect their privacy. In normal scenario, you can see the camera view clear. But when you apply privacy protection, we will pixelate the people's faces. And the only persons that are in database, his face will be clear for system to give you an alarm. After that, this alarm can be sent to the mobile application of the policeman to go directly to catch him. Our accuracy is more than 95% accuracy because the system is equipped with nuisance alarm minimization system to minimize false alarms caused by light variation and the shadows. About iOmniscient implemented more than 75 smart cities around the world. We have more than 70 international patent capability. We have more than 300 comprehensive use cases to cover all customer requirements, and we are on top Gartner list 3 times. We deployed our product in more than 70 countries. We can also put edge device near the cameras to do analysis on camera stream on edge devices in case if there is no connection between the cameras and the edge devices. In case if there is no connection between cameras and the servers at control room, we can put that edge device near the cameras to do analysis on camera stream on edge devices and send the alarms wireless to the control room. These edge devices can be from different brands. Some of them support 3G, 4G. Some of them has outdoor cover to protect them from light, from sun, from rain. Some of them very small and it can be used indoor environment. Some of them is equipped with outdoor cover to protect them from sun, from rain, and so on. These are some references of our project implementation around the world, such as Dubai Mall, Karbala Mosque in Iraq, Qatar Islamic Bank, Kuala Lumpur International Airport, and many more. Do you have any question? Kindly let me know. You can tell me your question. If you have any question, kindly let us know.
Hello.
Hello, hi team.
Okay, so with the facial recognition that you were talking about, the face recognition that you were talking about.
Yes. I'm listening.
Okay.
Okay.
How old? Okay. How well does it do in case maybe the face image is not complete? Like.
Okay. iOmniscient face recognition require only 22 pixels between eyes. For example, if both eyes are clear, system will recognize people with very high accuracy. If there is a side angle of people, it will affect the recognition. If there is a deviation of face from camera below than 30 degree, system will still be able to recognize faces with very high accuracy. And our system work well with low resolution cameras such as 2 megapixel resolution. One camera we can recognize more than 75 persons in very crowded environment.
Okay. And does it come as a standalone, or you just kind of integrated it into the entire CCTV system?
It can be integrated with the entire CCTV system. It can also be installed as a standalone, so both of them are supported. So if the customer wanted to use his existing cameras, we can use that.
Okay. So let's say maybe looking at maybe in terms of the video, maybe analytics like that you were talking about, and you mentioned a lot of features that it have. Do you have all of them just in one box, or maybe you kind of customize it to the preference of the individual?
Okay, we have a package. We also have individual product. So depend on customer requirement. We can provide them a package that include many features, and he can apply multiple features on same camera at the same time. We can also give him a separate product. For example, if customer want to only object counting, people counting, then we give him only people counting. But if you want multiple behavior analysis, then we give him a package. So depending on customer requirement, we can give him a separate product or we give him a package.
Okay, all right then. That's understood. I believe that's all. Or you still have some demos for us?
No, that is all for today. This is the demos for all videos for a smart city. I can send you this PPT with also YouTube videos. So you can, for example, check these videos and you can let us know if if you have any questions. We can clarify all of them.
Okay. It seems Michael wants to say something. Yes, please, Michael, you may ask.
Hello.
Yes, hi, Michael.
Please, I'm actually Ajete William Kojo Ejo, and I'm a forensic science student of the University of Cape Coast and then the public relations officer for the Forensic Science Students Association. My question for you this afternoon is, with the camera, for the sake of public safety, do we have cameras that are able to detect radioactive substances that suspects may be carrying? And maybe some suspects have substances that are radioactive and then unsafe for the public. It could be nuclear bombs or anything radioactive that can affect the public. So, do we have cameras that can detect the temperature of substances
Okay, for bomb and so on, we have a smell analytic. Smell analytic can detect, for example, any type of chemical gas leakage because bomb will include multiple compound inside it. So if we use a smell analytic, it can detect if there is any chemical gas leakage and they give you warning alarm. Also, by using the cameras, we can give you an alarm for left object. So if there is an object in a crowded environment is putting there for a specific time, for example, 1 minute, and no one takes that object, then it could be suspicious object, such as a bomb. So that alarm can be sent to the security guard immediately in order to go directly to check that object. So we can use combination of both video analytic plus smell analytic to detect a bomb. We can also use sound analytic to detect gunshot detection in order to know from where that gun. So, for example, we need to know the direction of that gun. It comes, for example, from the east. By using sound analytic, using a microphone, system can tell you that this gunshot coming from the east from that location. That location can be sent to the nearest policeman in order to go directly to catch the suspect there.
well understood? Well understood. I have a follow-up question, and this is about detecting the faces of suspects. So we have suspects who are very smart and then would like to disguise themselves. So is there any way that a suspect who has disguised him or herself can be detected or can be seen?
Okay, if the customer, for example, if the suspect try to hide his face partially, system will still be able to recognize his face. Even if we see only his eyes, we can still be able to compare his face against the database and they give you, for example, a list, 3 or 5 person in order for him to confirm that he is the same person or not. For example, you have a database, 1 million people in the database. When the person moves towards the camera, system will compare his face against this 1 million and it will give you the best 3 matched results that are related to that person. So from 1 million, system will give you the best 3 person that are close to that person. After that, here is the human in order to confirm which one of them is that person. So we are using the artificial intelligence in order to help customers, in order to recognize suspect and decrease the list. So if you have a 1 million person in the database system, after we compare the face from a live camera against the database, it will give you the best 3 matched result from the database. Also, system will help you to confirm which one from the 3 person is the same person. After that, it will give you the choice in order to confirm which one is that person. So the system is very smart and they decrease the response timing, decrease the time and the effort to recognize suspect. People can try to cover their faces, cover a large part of their faces, change their look, put a mustache or beard, or cut their hair. System will still be able to recognize them with very high accuracy.
Thank you very much. Well understood.
You're welcome.
My last question here.
Yes, tell me, please.
Okay, so maybe with the video analytics, it's, let's say maybe probably you have a pre-recorded video already that you want to maybe analyze. It's maybe a 3 hours video, but you don't want
Yes.
to go through each and every frame. Do you also have some solutions that maybe you can look at specific portions of the video?
Yes, we can, for example, run analytic on archive the video. And if you have a video, for example, for 3 hours, system can work on that video and they give you the result within a few minutes. Because we can run that video fast and apply analytic on it, then we can give you the result. So instead of running, for example, that video for 3 hours, system can take only like half an hour or 45 minutes, then it will give you the result because we run that video with higher frame rate.
Okay, all right, understood. I think that's all from my side. Yeah.
Okay. Other team, do you have any questions?
Okay. All right. So since we don't have any more questions, then I think we can end the session, right?
Yes, right. I will give you this PPT with the YouTube videos. I will share it with you by emails after the meeting.
Okay, all right, then that'll be great. I'll also share it to anybody who wants. Yeah. Okay. So thank you so much for this insightful session. I really learned a lot. I know we had a discussion on something like this before. And anytime we keep on interacting, I keep on learning something new. So thank you so much for your time and thank you for sharing this insight with us. Have a nice day. Have a great day. And I know we'll be in touch right from here.
Great.
Okay, all right. So thank you all for joining and have a great view. See you on our next session. Bye. Okay,
thank you so much. Goodbye.
Okay, most welcome. All right.